So my job today is to show you how to access Office 365, how to find it in your website, how to sign in, and then how to find work that your teachers are going to be setting for you over the next however long we are not in the building. So your starting point is going to your school website that you all already know how to get there, and then you need to head to Students. It will take a little bit of time to load. You need to find Home Access. And then when you get to this page, the only place where you can click on that is a responsive link is where it says Here. And what it'll then do is at home, it will ask you to sign in. When you're at home, it'll ask you to sign in. When you've logged in, you get to the Office 365 dashboard. And this is your vehicle that will take you anywhere inside the Office ecosystem that you could possibly want. It has got all of the Windows applications that you are normally used to, except they live on the internet. And that's really, really important. So it doesn't matter if you don't have Word at home on a device that you might own. It doesn't matter if you haven't got PowerPoint at home on a device that you might own, because you can get it through this. I think this is probably a really important time to tell you that it does not matter what internet-enabled device you have at home. So if you've got a laptop or a PC, brilliant, it would work just the same way as it would do in school. If you've got access to a tablet, again, it would work exactly the same way. If you go to the browser, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, Edge, whatever it may be. If you've got a mobile device, like a phone, again, exactly the same thing. Go to your browser and away you go. When you get here, the thing we would like you to look for each time is this little icon called Teams. Teams is kind of your virtual classroom. It's where you get an opportunity to come together to see work that's been distributed to you. So we click on Teams. There are about 25 million people in Northern Europe all trying to access this at the same time. So be patient with it. It will get there. And what you'll see when you log in for the first time is a list of your teams. And at that point, you can go and find whatever it is you need. So I'm going to pick this team here, which is a teaching group that I have at Grace College.
It's your teacher's job to put you into the right class.
And it'll show you the posts. And the posts are really important because, like any kind of social media, that is where a message can be sent to you for that particular class. So this is Year 9 Computer Science with Mr. Strachan. And you can see behind me that I have sent work to them, and it'll say assignment. So if some work has been sent to you in a team, it'll say assignment. And your job is to then view the assignment. Stick it in student view for you. And what you'll see is you'll see the title in bold. Then underneath it, just here, you'll see when it's due. So that's when it needs to be handed in for. If your member of staff has said there's any points available for it, might be a score out of 10, it might be a 1 to 4 on what we have at Grace on RFLs, that'll be there as well, so you know what it might get marked out of. There'll then be some instructions of what you've got to do with it, and then underneath that will be any resources or templates that your staff have given you to work on. And this is the really cool bit. In student work, if there's a template for you to work on, you don't need to do anything else apart from click on it, and it will open and allow you to work. You don't need to download it. You don't need to tell it to save anywhere. You don't need to open it somewhere different. Click, work, and then for you guys, there'll be a little purple button just up here that says hand in. So when you've done your work, press hand in, and it'll send it back to your member of staff. And they'll get a little notification that says, whoever has completed their work and turned it in. And that then gives them an opportunity to provide feedback to you. If your member of staff says to you in their instructions, I would like you to create a PowerPoint presentation on, and then whatever the topic is, you'll notice at the top that Office works in what we call tabbed browsing. So that means whenever you click on something in here, it'll open up in a new tab at the top of the screen. That makes it super easy for you to go between tabs. So if your member of staff here has said, I'd like you to create a PowerPoint presentation on Australian wildlife. Go into Office, you'd click PowerPoint, new presentation, and then it'll open up, and away you go. And away you go with PowerPoint, and then there'll be a little option in here for you to hand it in. Okay? So get into Teams, look for assignments, complete templates that have been posted in there, or into Office 365, find the application you want to use, do your work there. When we're in a team, in the posts section in here, what your staff here are going to be encouraged to do is, when they've put a post in for you to do some work on, is to make sure that you can use this little section at the bottom to ask a question, or to provide one of your friends with a little bit of help. So if I type in here, questions in here, my Year 9 class could then click on reply and could then pose a question. And as a teacher, I would then see the different questions that had come in, and I could try and reply to them. Now, I might not be online explicitly at that time, but I will make sure when I'm going through and checking our work that I deal with those misconceptions just the same as you would do in a lesson if you put your hand up, or if your member of staff's checking what you're doing and they come round and give you some help. Okay.
Treat each day as a school day. So if normally on Monday period 1 you have maths, then you need to log on at 9 o'clock and do maths between 9 o'clock and 9:50. So you treat each day as a normal school day. We speak online the same way we would in the classroom. Respect is key. If you say something that's cheeky or rude or unkind, you will be dealt with. Don't use capital letters all the time, because that looks like you're shouting. Before you put a question on the screen, check to see nobody else has asked the same question, because it could be a bit irritating for your teacher if 5 different people ask the same question. And last of all, no distractions. So you need to find a room where the TV's not on. You need to leave your phone out of the room so that you can really focus. If you need help, or if an issue comes up that you're concerned about, you can go to a different place on our website where it says key contacts, and you can email us.